morning. How everybody doing? Just excited about the upcoming season, man. First of all, I want to appreciate, thank you guys for throwing this on every year. I think you do a phenomenal job of covering our area. I think you guys do a phenomenal job of covering the state. It's big for our sports, man, to take care of the kids and get the coverage that you guys do. I think you guys do a great job, so I just want to, first of all, thank you guys for that. Other than that, man, I just want to give you a quick rundown of what we've been doing and what we look forward to this year, and then any questions you have, we'll take it. This year we have about 14 seniors this year. It's a pretty big number for a small school. The guys have been in the system for a while. They've been playing the system, some since 9th grade, some since 10th grade. It's a good group of kids that we have. They're coming together, they play together, they're team-oriented. They have a great camaraderie in the locker room, so just look forward to seeing the product this year on the field. They've been doing a great job this summer working out. Been doing a great job running. Been doing a great job lifting weights. As you guys know, we do 7-on-7 OTAs. They've been doing a good job at those things. And I'm just excited for these guys, man. They've come together. You know, it's good to see a bunch of athletes, a bunch of student athletes, be able to come together and mold as one. And I think we're finally starting to figure that part of it out. So when things get tough, you know, we can just stick together instead of being in adverse situations and not being able to respond to that. I think the product is here, man. I think these guys they do a phenomenal job. We have a phenomenal football staff. Loachapoka, we have 13 coaches. Small school, that's a great number for us. They do a phenomenal job of getting the kids prepared. They do a phenomenal job of getting those guys in the weight room and out of the weight room, and they do a phenomenal job getting them academically prepared as well. So I just want to say, man, I'm excited about this year. You know, each year is different. Each team is different. Every team has their own stamp on things they like to do. So you never know what's going to happen when the whistle blows. You really never know what's going to happen when the ball kicks off. You know, your job is to try to make sure these guys are prepared and make sure they have an opportunity to execute, do the best that they can on and off the field. At Loachapoka, we have a great administrator. First of all, I want to thank Dr. Howard for just being there for us and taking care of us as far as academically and academically. We have a new jumbotron out there. Appreciate him for that. So y'all come check that part of it out. And then Mr. Weed, man, he does a phenomenal job. Everybody here knows him. Does a great job in the building with the students. He does a great job with athletics. So I know we're a smaller school, but we have all the resources that we need because of those people that's above us. So, but yeah, we're excited, man. So, if you guys have any questions for me, man, I'm ready to roll.
Glad you mentioned that. You do have a lot of support, Coach. You do get a lot of support. I'm glad you mentioned that. Here we go.
Coach, just what's the quarterback position looking like going into the season, and just what's kind of stood out at that position throughout the offseason for you?
No doubt. We lost a phenomenal quarterback in KJ Carter. He was phenomenal. He's a 1,000-yard passer, a 1,000-yard rusher. So those will be big shoes to fill. Right now we have Hayden Lipscomb back there. It goes both ways. I started safety as well. He'll play the quarterback position. And as far as I got my younger son out there too as well. He's going to get some reps as the backup. He's young though. They have some plays built in for him to come in and throw the ball around a little bit. So we have two guys that we can depend on right now. We're still developing both of them. They've been working hard from June, actually from May to July. Both of them made progress. Thankful to their coaches that on the offensive side of football. They've been working well with them, so I feel pretty confident about that. We have our line is pretty coming back, so all of them have some experience, so we'll probably lean on them more, and probably lean on that guy and that guy to compete for us. Yes, sir.
Yeah, maybe you could say, internal expectations, a disappointing second round exit last year, all things considered. You've got a lot of really good athletes coming back this year. Just internally, what are the expectations like coming up?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you here. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. Every time we step on the field and step between the lines, we're trying to win a game. You know what I'm saying? We're not going out there to lose, so we're expecting to win every week. We're expecting to try to go to the top and win it, but that it never happens that way. But our expectation is to try to take this team as far as we can. you know, from one game at a time, one series at a time, to get to the highest possible level, and that's in Mobile in December. That's our goal, you know. And I'm not trying to be conceited, nothing, but anytime you want to do something, anytime you want to prepare, anytime you want to be the best you possibly can, I teach these guys to shoot for the top. You know, don't let anybody tell you can't do anything when you grow up in life. So if their goal is to win a state title, then don't let anybody hold you back from that. But you have to come in and day out and try to get 1% better each and every day. And if you don't do that, the team to do that, then I mean it's hard to get there and it's hard to win. Like no matter what classification you're in, 1A, 2A, 7A, 12A, 13A, it's hard to win a title. You know, so you just have to make sure you come in, handling the details. We always talk about details, no matter taking care of the details, so we can get this much better each and every day to try and get our goals.
Morning, Coach. 3 years now as the head coach. Just talk to us about the journey when you first started to where you are today.
It's been a good journey. You know, I think experience is a teacher to a lot of things. Is trial and error is a teacher to make you become better each and every day. When we first got there, you know, the foundation always been built. Coach Rico Newton was the coach before I got there, so we had the foundation built. It was in place. But you know, everybody's different as far as a coach. Everybody's different as far as an athlete. Everybody's different as far as a reporter. As far as everything. So the main thing is just trying to put your stamp on how you want the program to run, and we're finally understanding how we want to run for the coaches that we have on staff. And what they've done a great job of buying in and understanding like the standard for what we've set, and they're starting to understand like what to expect. You know, for instance, if they know if I come in or if a coach come in and we're running sprints and their foot is on the line, they probably gonna have to run another one. So now they come in, they look where the lines at, they make sure their teammates' feet on the line, so they won't have to run another one. Just simple things like that, you know. So they're understanding what we're looking for, they're understanding how to buy into what we're doing, and they're doing a phenomenal job of being there and buying into that.
Hey, Coach, you guys got some difficult games to start the year. How are you leaning on your seniors to get them prepared for those games that will help down the stretch when you get to the playoffs?
Yeah, no doubt, man. Our schedule is pretty tough all the way around the board. So those guys played some tough games. You know, they played a bunch of tough games since we've been here. I'm gonna be real with you. We come up short in some of those tough games. So since we have been coming up short in some of those tough games, now they're understanding that we always talk about details matter. So now they understand that the details of everything we do is very important. So they've been experienced, they've been in playoff games, they won games. So now hopefully that with these guys leading the way, that they can push us over the edge to be able to win those tougher games. So we're gonna lean on those things a lot to be leaders. We're gonna lean on those guys a lot to be just be there and be productive, you know. So on and off the field, but yeah, we're gonna lean on them a lot.
That was good, Coach. So I had the privilege of watching you guys in OTAs, and you guys look pretty raw and pretty good so far. So how do you look on, building on that with the new classification and stuff moving forward?
Well, yeah, you always want to be able to build on each day. From June until July, we've gotten better in OTA and 7-on-7, but you know that progress is good in my eyes, good in our coaches' eyes. But you know when you strap the pads on, now you got to try to make another progress. You got to progress again, you know. So we want to see how good we can be each day from August until we start. So we're going to build off the how we've gotten better. We're going to build off that. But you know the game is played a little different when the bigs get in there and start pulling and kicking out and trying to pancake people and stuff. So the game is played a lot different in the trenches with pads on. So we're going to go out there and get after it, man, this summer, man, and see what happens.
Coach, how big is it to have the Battle Highway 14 back on the schedule?
Oh yeah, it's big, man. You know, being from Auburn, I'm from Auburn, right down the road. A lot of people in Loachapoka. One of my good friends right now, Kevin Huff, is the head coach at Loachapoka. So we talk smack all the time to each other. We're very close friends. So for the community, for the players, it's awesome to get that rivalry back. It's a great rivalry. It's a rivalry that I used to hear about all the time when I was at Auburn High School playing in the 90s. It's always been a phenomenal rivalry, man. So we're excited to get that rivalry back. We're excited to get the community back going, to have that rivalry 14 back on the map.
Coach, you got an Alabama commit on your team, and hasn't been an obvious answer, but how big a game changer is a guy like Raquan Butler for your team?
Oh yeah, Raquan Butler's a great leader, man. Great, phenomenal football player, phenomenal guy on and off the field, great character. Him and the guys joke around a lot. He pushes the guys, they push him back, and that's a good thing to have a guy like that on your team because like he does a great job of what you guys probably don't see. Is that he knows the whole defense with his eyes closed. You can see the whole defense without even opening his eyes, understanding where everything's at. So he's able to line us up, able to get us in the right spots. He's able to make checks when we have to make checks. That's why we have him in the middle. He's a good athlete, very smart kid. Probably be an outside linebacker, something on the next level, or edge rusher, but we have him in the middle because he's a very smart football player. So yeah, it's a blessing to have a guy on your football team, man. For sure.
That's good, Coach. Like I said, I watched you guys in OTAs, and I was on the sideline with you guys, so I was able to see, a little bit of, how the guys were and how they interacted with each other, and watching them on the field. They were never, too chippy, or they stayed composed. So how do you guys plan on, staying composed throughout the year, whether you win or lose a game? You guys are focused towards, an end goal, reaching the state championship. So how do you guys plan on, staying composed throughout the season?
That's key, man. You're right. That's a great question. We always talk about trying to keep your composure. Some of the games that we lost in the past that's been real close, we always talk about it. I bring it up all the time just to remind them. Say, for instance, when we played Providence Christian last year, that's a good solid football team, right? So I talk to them like ping pong. Coach Seymour taught me how to play ping pong. I don't know if you guys know Coach Seymour or not. But I was teaching student aid back in the day, a long time ago, and he told me, just keep the ball on the table. He said, don't worry about it, just keep the ball on the table. So some of those guys that we play, they just keep the ball on the table, they wait for you to make a mistake. So what we're trying to do is teach these guys, you might not get a 70-yard run every time. You might not get a 50-yard run every time. You might not get a tackle for loss every time. But you want to be able to keep the ball on the table so when things do get chippy and get close, you're able to make a play when you need to make a play. So to answer your question about keeping your composure and not being too chippy, it's just come from repetitions of practice, putting them in adverse situations and letting them know that, look, because it's hard right now, because it's tough, we can't start pointing fingers at each other. We got to stick together and just try to keep it on the table and keep playing. So I'm glad you pointed out, man, because we've been working on that since day one. For sure.
Coach, just bring your players up if you will.
Oh, yes, sir. I can introduce you to him.
Yeah,
All right.
please do.
So right here is number 5. That's Raquan Butler, is middle linebacker. He's Alabama commit. Right here is Jaden Mapson, middle linebacker, running back for us. Phenomenal football player. Probably the hardest worker on the football team. We have Rico Eckers right here, running back for us. He had over 1,500-yard rushing last year, with like 27 touchdowns. And then we have Cam White over here, a big offensive tackle, defensive end, who was an all-state player for last year, and I think he's going to be a phenomenal football player for us this year.
All right. They all seniors, Coach?
All seniors, but Butler on the end. He's a junior.
I did that, yeah. All right.
Yes,
Get a
sir.
few words from them, Coach, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, come on,
Come on up, guys. Tell us what you think about the season. One at a time. Hardest working man. Come on up there, number 2. All right, go ahead.
My name is Raquan Butler. The expectation for this season is to go far. Every single day we waking up early morning, going to put in work, pushing each other, not letting nobody get by, missing no small detail. Like the goal we're looking for, first of all, is region champs. And after we get past region champs, it's just win 5, win every game, 1% better every single game, taking knowledge back that working on the football outside of practice, getting together with my players is like teammates without any coaches involved, just working at small details, paying attention to different things that the coaches might not recognize because they also not on the field playing with us, and that's pretty much all I have to say.
Hi, my name is Jaden Mapson. My expectation for this season is, I just want it all. We've been waking up early. So somebody got to pay for me throwing up. No lie. Somebody got to pay. I'm gonna keep it quiet and simple. We come to go it all.
Now, why did you say you was the hardest working man on the team? Tell me.
I'm gonna get to it.
You do it, right? There you go. I like that.
Hey, my name is Rico Evans, and my goal, I just feel like we can win it all for real, just like Jaden said, you know, we can go to state, you feel me, and just win it all. So, and Jaden, I just want to say, shout out to him, he is a hard worker, so it makes me, you know, push myself more, so we can be great together, you know, do great things together, and go all the way.
Good job. Good job.
My name is Cam White. My expectation for this year is to get that ring on my finger. But get the ring on my finger. But my bros, they work hard, and the whole team, we work hard in the summer, and they can't go to waste. We gotta get the ring, and that's all I gotta say.
Coach, stay together. I like it. I like it. Loachapoka, thank y'all very much, Coach Hall.